Demographic Analysis Recall Report. Run clinical recalls for labs. In this video, you will learn how to run clinical recalls based on a lab result in the patient's chart. We will begin by opening the Demographic Analysis and Recall Report from the Reports drop-down on the OP toolbar and choosing Demographic Analysis Recall. We want to generate a list of patients who have had a lead screening and find those that have had a result that was high. We first need to create an initial patient demographic list. We can choose no date restrictions, but we're going to choose at least one visit since and the date of January 1st, 2014. We want to include active patients only, so we'll leave that checkbox checked. We'll click Search. Our list displays. Next, we will click the Clinical Recall tab. In the Result Date Range field, we see our begin date is January 1st, 2014. This is the date we chose when we created our initial demographic list with patients who have had at least one visit since this date. Our To field defaults to the current date. We could change this date range. We'll leave it as is for this example. We'll click the Lab Result checkbox. We want to select lead as our lab test, so in the description field we will click and type lead. We know that we use more than one lab facility for lead tests. We're going to choose the first one in the list. Next, we need to select the lead test from the other lab. We will choose OR. If we chose AND, that would mean that the child would have to have a result from both labs that we choose in their chart in order to display in the list. We will choose OR. Next, we will type lead again, and we will choose the second lead test in the list. Next, we will click Search. Our list displays. Let's choose our Show Hide Visible Columns. We'll click on the icon, and we see the current selections checkbox is checked for the information that is currently displaying in the list. We can change this by unchecking information that we do not necessarily need to see in our list. Next, we want to sort our list. We're going to click the column header for record date to sort ascending or descending. Next, we want to group our list. Let's group by PCP. We'll click on the PCP column header, hold down our left mouse button, and drag and drop the column header to the gray area above. Our list is now grouped by PCP. Let's expand the grid by clicking the Expand Grid checkbox. We can now see each patient individually in the list. Next, we want to filter our list. The record code column is the result. We want to filter this. We're going to click on the record code column header, select the filter icon, and we want to click the checkbox next to blank. A blank record code indicates that no result has been entered for this test. We will clear our filter by clicking the filter icon and unchecking the blank checkbox. Next, we want to see only results that were entered as of January 1st, 2015. To do this, we'll click On the record date column header, we'll select the filter icon. There are a lot of dates in there, so we're going to click on Custom. In the first field, we're going to choose from the drop-down is greater than or equal to. We'll type in January 1st, 2015. We'll click OK. We now see our list is filtered to only display results that have been entered since January 1st, 2015. Since we only want to see those results that are flagged as high, we will go up to our lab result and click on the H checkbox next to each of the lab tests. We will again click Search. We now have a list of patients whose lead lab result was flagged as high with a date greater than or equal to January 1st, 2015. We can now print the grid, print letters, send messages, or export to Excel. Please note that if you choose to print letters, you must first create the letter template in General Letters. If you wish to send messages, you will need to utilize the Patient Message Exchange. We will learn more about sending messages in a future lesson. And that is how to run clinical recalls for labs.